What is up, everyone? It's Ricky572, Return of Chance. Today is December 10th, 2025. We're gonna hop on and do a market watch. I decided to do a market watch tonight just because I do have a little bit of ear pain still going on my left ear, and I wasn't able to go to sleep. So I just showered, and I'm gonna put some eardrops on there now. I am taking antibiotics for it. It looks like it is an infection, but yeah, that's why I'm doing the market watch. Give you guys some cards to look at. It's about 40 cards that we're gonna be taking a look at as usual. If you guys just want to speed through the video and take note of the cards that are going to be talked about, you guys are welcome to do so if you guys don't want to hear me talk too much about these cards. But without further ado, let's get started. We're going to be starting off with Vision Hero Increase, specifically the secret rare from Battles of Legend, because this is the highest rarity of the card. As you guys can see by the graph, we had it sitting around like $4 or $5-ish. Now we have a couple copies around like the $3 price point, $4, but then we quickly go up to $5 and $6. So it's something you guys want to pay attention to right here. This card only has 3 other printings. It does have an accessible ultra rare printing goes from the past 2. These look like they're under $1. We have commons also, but the highest rarity is a secret rare, and I think we do have some sort of hero support coming out in the future, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know down below which set that might be in. If you guys remember, I do have to start putting notes around my computer, maybe with some posters or something to remind me like what's coming out in each set and when, speculator support is coming out. Relink Karibo, this one I saw on MCO40's Market Watch. Not really sure why it's going up either. I just know the Shonen Jump magazine is slow on listings. It's only at 4 listings. We have it looks like right now at $3, $4, $5, $6-ish. Used to be sitting around the $2 price point. If this card is tributed, draw 1 card. If a monster you control would be destroyed by battle, you could banish this card from your graveyard instead. You could tribute it and draw a card, so maybe it's being used in some kind of ritual deck, because if you tribute it for a ritual summon, I guess you could draw a card off it. You could keep recycling it since it's not like once per turn, maybe. The super rares from the Advent Calendar look like they're going up to $1. We also have Invasion and Vengeance super rares. These are at 96 listing. Pretty affordable, under $1. Commons here under $1. But these are the ones you want to pay attention to. The Advent Calendar version with only 30 listings, and then this ultra rare Shonen Jump magazine version. Next up, we have Contact Out. This one that says return 1 Neos fusion monster you control to the fusion deck. If all fusion materials monsters if all the fusion material monsters listed on the fusion monster are in your deck, you can special summon them. So this is kind of like a what's that card? That it's kind of like super poly. It's not polymerization. Is it repolymerization or depolymerization? Kind of like their version of that. This card only has 1 printing. It's a common from Gladiators, so was sitting around like I guess under $1. $1.15 it says, but now we have listings for mildly played at like $3, and we don't hit a near min until we hit the $4.30 price point here at the bottom. So if you guys maybe have like letters that sell bulk, go check that bulk and see if you guys have some, because these are worth something. I actually took a look at mine. I don't have any, unfortunately. Chimera, the King of Phantom Beasts, is another one you want to pay attention to. This card is starting to go lower on listings. We have 34 listings for the Prismatic Secret Rare. We have 37 listings for the Duelist Nexus Ultra Rare. This card is being looked at to be played with the new Heka Hands archetype that's coming out in Phantom Revenge. They used to be sitting around like $1, $2, but now are pushing up to the $3, $4, $5 price point here. And we have the Ultra Rares right here, also following that trend, going up to the $4 to $5 price point, $6 at the bottom of the first page. I would definitely go check to see if you guys have some of these and maybe offload them, because we're not really sure if the Heka Hands archetype is going to do good. But since this is like the highest price point I've seen this at, since it got its reprint, I would offload them while the hype is up for them. That's just me though. You can hold on to them and maybe they'll go up in price even more if the Heka Hands archetype does do good. Mitsurugi Ritual, we have the Mitsurugi archetype getting reprinted in the 5Ds. Is it the no, not the 5D? It's the legendary decks for next year. along with Sky Striker and X Sabers. So this is this is most likely gonna be in there. So it's been dropping down in price. We have listings at $15, $16, $16. Used to be sitting around like the $30, $40 price point. But yeah, if I were you guys, if you guys aren't using this, I would get rid of it, just because the closer we get to the legendary decks that are releasing next year, these are going to drop down even lower. A case for K9, the Starlight Rare I talked about on our past market watch. I think it's a good pickup. Looks like it's slowly starting to increase in price. It was around like $26-ish, now pushing up to like $29 and $30, and I can only see it increasing more from here. If this were to get reprinted, I would expect it to get reprinted in our next, tins that we have next year, but it's not gonna get another like higher rarity printing unless Konami decides to make this like a full art or something like that. Starlight isn't gonna get reprinted again in Starlight, so I think this one's safe from going down in price. It's probably gonna just go up from here, but that's just my opinion. Let me know how you guys feel about it. K900 Lupus, I'm not sure how you guys pronounce it. The Starlight Rare was sitting around like $11, $12, but now going up to $18 with only 21 listings. $20, $13.50. Nah, that's actually $20.50 with shipping, and then $20.95. So it has gone up to it has seen an increase in popularity in like Vanquish Soul deck. I even heard some people upping the count of Lopus to from 1 to like 2, and then some decks even playing 3. Sky Striker Special Maneuver Lemnis Gate. This is a new card from Duelist Advanced that they just got. The Starlight Rare is above market price. It was at a market price of $58. Now we have lowest listing at $68 with only 16 listings. But the Duelist Advanced one is still around like the $3-4 price point. It's been kind of on like a roller coaster ride. Started off like 3, 4, went down and back to 3. Then it went up to 5 and back down to like 4, which is $3 right now. I'm not really sure whether to say if this would be included in the Sky Striker legendary decks that we're getting next year. I wouldn't be surprised if they threw it in there, because it is a pretty important card in Sky Striker archetype. I'll just let you guys take a chance on this one. I'm kind of 50-50 on it. Because if they do reprint it there, then they probably won't reprint it in the tins, although they could. I'm just kind of confused on whether to pick some of these up or just offload them, because we don't know if they would be reprinted in the legendary decks, or if they are gonna do it, or if they're gonna save this for like the tins or something. Dark Ruler No More. It's only at 18 listing. Looks like it's been increasing in price. Pretty good going second card, pretty good side deck card for the format. 18 listings on the market. We have it right now at like basically $40, and it was sitting around like $30 a couple weeks ago. No, a couple months ago. It says October was a couple months ago. Sometimes I forget what month we're in. We're already in like December at the end of the year, but yeah, it's increasing to $40 now. How do you guys feel about Dark Ruler More? Is it one of those cards that's going to continue to increase and see play in the meta, or should we avoid it? Draco Tail Ardelia. We saw that the Starlight was going up, but this collector rare is also going up in price. I did say it was a good pickup around like the $12 price point, which it was at, but now we have it at $18.99, $19, $19.12, $19.64, $19.65, and $20 on the first page. I personally love collector rares. That's my favorite rarity over like Starlight, over any other rarity. I just like the way they look. But since we do have like Rarity Collection 5 coming up next year, I wouldn't be surprised if like Draco Tail or Delian's like thrown in there somewhere. It's just hard to make decisions when we know we have a reprint set coming up that could include anything. And yeah, that's why I probably would stay away from this now. Before, I said it was a good pickup because I thought it was cheap. It was almost at the same price as the Ultra Rare, so why not pick up the Collector Rare? And it did go up in price, but I could see it coming back down later on if, if they decide to throw it in the Rarity Collection 5 set. But I'll let you guys decide what to do with that one. I personally don't care if it were to go up or down if I was playing Draco Tail, just because I like the Collector Rare version. But You know, if you guys are holding it for like investments, holding it as an investment, I would be cautious about maybe it being in the Rarity Collection 5. Primary Lorely Load looks like it is only at 11 listings. Used to be sitting around like 74, 75 a couple weeks ago. Now we have the lowest listing at $84.44, $84.50, $84.98, and then $100 on first page. Could be because of the popularity of it being, you know, part of the Blue Eye strategy. Or are we making something with it in Dark Magicians? Are we playing Primite Dark Magicians, something like that? No, maybe? Let me know down below what you guys think about Primite Lorely Load and why it's going up in price and low on listings. Tri-Brigade's Arms Masseur, I think, is a good pickup. Right now, we basically have them at $1. We do have Starlights at 17 listings, which is kind of low. And these are basically 32, 35, 36. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see an increase in price for this one right here or this one. Both of them could increase in price just because we're getting a new kit that helps Tri-Brigade. Helps the Tri-Brigade strategy. It's a new Tri-Brigade monster. I forgot what the name of it is. I know it's a Tri-Brigade and something kit, but that's going to be released, I think, in Burst of Protocol, and it helps the deck out. That's something I'm excited for, and I could see an increase in price once that comes out. So I would pick these up now since they're pretty cheap. Elemental Hero Absolute Zero is only at 9 listings. Maybe this could be for past formats. I'm not really sure. Let me know down below if you guys have any information on it. Like I said, I don't really know everything about every card. I just look at cards and see that they're like low on listings or up in price, and I throw them on here. Some cards I do know why. Some cards I'm just speculating on. Some cards I have no idea because I don't play all formats. I just stick to the regular format. So this could be maybe because of past format. But yeah, that's where you guys comes in. We're all gonna help each other out in this community, and if you guys have like the information, put it down below. That way you guys can spread the information to the community, and they could be aware of why, you know, certain things are going up. For this one, we have it at $20 for a damage. Then we have 47 near mint, $50, and then going to the $60 price point. What were these at before? Looks like the market price for this was $33, and now we have 47. So that's like a $14 increase. That's pretty crazy. Divine Golden Shadow Dragon Dragluxion, I said was a good pickup. Looks like we are at 39 listings for the Ultra Rare. This card was sitting around like the $2 price point, and we have it now at basically $6, $6.50 at the bottom of the first page. The Collector Rare is also going lower on listings. We have it at 18 listings, was sitting around like the $10 price point, and now we have the lowest listing at $16, going up to $18, $19, and then $20 on the first page, $27.99 on the first page. If you guys kept up with my market watching, I did say this was a good pickup too. So if you guys picked it up then, you guys are winning now. And I could only see this card continue to increase in price the lower it gets on listings. Sci-Frame Gear Gamma, the Collector, has been going up in price steadily over the past couple months too. We had it sitting around like the $50 price point. And right now we have only a couple listings at $50, and then we go up to $55 and then $60 at the bottom of the first page. I would be careful with this one though, because I wouldn't be surprised if like all the Frame Gear Gammas or the Frame Gear Delta, Frame Gear, what's the other one, the one that does trap cards, if they would be reprinted in the Rarity Collection set, just because they have seen a popularity increase in popularity. So this would probably drop down if it were to get reprinted. I'm just saying, I'm just being cautious right now because of the Rarity Collection 5 set. But yeah, it has been increasing in price over time. That's why I thought I'd include it here. Malice P. Chassis Cat, the Collector Rare, is only at 8 listings. This card used to be sitting around like the $23 price point. And right now we have it at $58.19, $58.79. $60, $70, hitting $90 on the first page. That is crazy. I think this is the highest rarity of this card we have available. That's why it's that much, right? Yeah, the collector rare is the highest rarity. You could pick up the budget rarities right here if you just want access to the card, but yeah, the collector rare, highest rarity, and Malice has shown that they are still able to compete in the current meta, so that's why it went up in price. Ancient Gear statue is one I've been eyeing. I've been wanting to play this in my Cyber Dragon build just because I have a little tech I could do with it, which I'll talk about right now. If you guys don't care, you could just speed forward. But Ancient Gear statue has been going up in price too. Was sitting around like the $2-3 price point. Now we have 45 listings on the market, and as you guys could tell by the graph, it's been going up. We have $4, $3.50, $5, $4 right here at the bottom of the first page. It says if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon Ancient Gear statue once per turn this way. You can tribute this card, special summon it from your hand or deck, one Ancient Gear Golem or one monster that mentions it, except Ancient Gear statue, ignoring its summoning condition. You can use the effect of Ancient Gear statue once per turn. So the thing I wanted to do was I'm able to search out this card with River Stormer in my build. That's the one that searches out the Earth Machine, right? I'm able to search it out with River Stormer, and so I would add it off River Stormer, and then I would go into Platinum Gadget. Platinum Gadget will let me summon this to a arrow it points to. I would tribute this, and then special summon Ancient Gear Gadgetron. This card cannot be special summoned, but Ancient Gear statue says ignoring its summoning conditions. I'm pretty sure that's a summoning condition, right? Would that work? Let me know down below if that won't work. Cannot be special summoned. It says if you control no monsters or all monsters you control are Earth Machine monster, you can normal summon this card without tributing. When your opponent activates a spell or trap or effect, quick effect, you could send to the graveyard one machine monster from your hand or face up on a field, or one Ancient Gear Golem from your deck, negate that effect. So basically I would just bring it out to be able to have that spell or trap negation, which I think is really important, really good for decks. Has 2500 defense, so beating over it's going to be a struggle too. But yeah, that's why I thought about running this in my Cyber Dragon build, because it's a little tech choice that gets me into a negate. But how do you guys feel about that? And also let me know if I could. It says cannot be special summoned, but I'm pretty sure it gets through it because of it says ignore the summon condition. And also this card does say Ancient Gear Golem. It does include Ancient Gear Golem in the text, so I would be able to do that, right? Gravity Behemoth. This one I've been seeing some market watchers on YouTube talk about. It says if it is not the first turn of the duel and there are no cards in the field, you can normal summon this card without chipping. You can destroy all field spell cards on the field. This card cannot attack the turn you activate the effect. Okay, you can normal this card without chipping. So to clear field spells, what would this be used in? I know field spells are a thing, but do you really want to clear? Can't you just MST a field spell instead of like having to run this? Anyways, 9 listings on this card, but we do have it at $31, $42 on the first page. This is the ultra rare from Champion Pack 8. If you guys have any more info on why this card has gone up and is low on listings, let me know down below. But yeah, it is one of those cards that it's pretty old, right? It's old school cards that I guess maybe has some relevancy in the current format, or maybe Genesis format or something like that. One second. Usually I check my cameras around this time if there's any, like, it's right now it's 1 in the morning, so if my camera goes off I usually check it around this time. Draco Tail Pan's the next card. We have super rares. Basically at the $2 price point, 32 listings. These are something you might have considered bulk, but are worth maybe offloading at the $2 a piece. This is the highest rarity of Draco Pan available. The other rarity is a rare. So yeah, I would consider offloading these while they're worth something right now. Access Code Talker, the new art. Alternative art, if you guys want to call it that. Core Century Seeker, I think is a good pickup. We've seen a lot of alternative arts do well for themselves and have been going up in price, like the Nibiru. We have what else do we have? I know there's some other alternative arts that do good too. We have Called by the Grave alternative art that does well too. So yeah, I think this might be a good pickup in the long term. $12.49, $12.50, $11. It could possibly go up even higher than this. I think this is the lowest I've seen it at. Had a price of 14, dropped down to 12, dropped down to like 11 now. I don't think it's gonna drop down further from this. It only has this one printing, right? It doesn't have yeah, it only has this one printing. Not any other printing of like this. So yeah, I would pick it up. Rock the Vanquisher for the Vanquish, so since it has gained some popularity, I think might be a good pickup. I remember picking up copies around like the $10 price point, $7 price point. I sold them for like $20, $24, and now they're back down to $5, $6, $7, basically $7-ish. I think it's a good pickup right now since it's not the highest I've seen them at, and it's not like, I guess it's kind of low. I guess I would say it's like the lowest, because I remember picking up some at $7, so $6-ish. I think it's low. I think it's a good pickup just because we could see Vanquish So continue to, take events, continue to top, and people might catch on to that and want to, replay the deck again. Even though we do have Raisin, we do have what's the other one? We do have Stake Your Soul also at 1. They might still want to pick up the deck knowing that it can compete, and these could possibly see a price increase. But how do you guys feel about that? Stardust Illumination looks like it is going lower on listing. This is probably for the legendary 5D support that came out. I don't think this wasn't in there, so I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to be used in. It says send 1 Stardust monster from your deck to the graveyard, or if you control a Stardust Dragon or a Synchro monster that lists Stardust Dragon in the text, you can special summon it instead. You can banish this card from your graveyard and target 1 Stardust monster you control, increases level or decreases level by 1 until the end of the turn. You can only use each effect of Stardust Illumination once per turn. Looks like these rares from the 2022 tins are going up in price. Used to be at 41 cents. Now starting to make its way to the $1 price point, so I will keep an eye out on this. And then the ultra rares from Dawn of Majesty are at 32 listings. These used to be around like the $1.40 cent price point. Now we have them basically at $2-3, so it's definitely something you want to dig through bulk for and see if you guys have. Trap Tricks Alomerus, the Starlight, looks like it is at 8 listings only. Was sitting around like $71 and has been increasing over the past couple months. Now we have the lowest listing at $91.99, $100, $124.90, and then go up to the $200 price point. That is crazy. If you guys have any info on Trap Tricks, maybe they're doing something in Genesis format that I don't know about, let me know down below. But let's see how many other printings this card has. Looks like this card has Ultra Rare, Lost Star Promotion, Ultra Rare, Etco, Super Rare, Common. So it looks like the Starlight's the only one that's moving at the moment. Wanted to get your opinion on Flying Mary, the Wandering Ghost Ship, just because we have the Bones, Call of the Haunted archetype coming out in Maze of Martos in February, I believe. And maybe the new support and the new zombie stuff can take advantage of Flying Mary, the Wandering Ghost Ship. How do you guys feel about this one as a pickup? We currently have Prismatic Seeker Rares at like 30 cents. It wouldn't actually be a bad pickup if it does take off and they do increase to like $1 each. I would rather pay $1 for a playset than $1 each. That would be like $3. So I wouldn't say it's a bad pickup. I would take a risk on it. The Quarter Century Seeker Rare looks like it's at 29 listings. Looks like it dropped down in price. Had a price point of like $18 back in September, $20 back in September, and has decreased to $14.95, $15.74, and then $15.99. 2 zombie monsters says you could target one of your level 5 or higher zombie monsters that is banished or in your graveyard. Place this card in your spell or trap zone as a face-up continuous spell, and if you do, special summon that monster. While this card is a continuous spell, you could target one level 5 or higher zombie monster you control. Destroy one monster your opponent controls with attack less than or equal to that monster. I could see it seeing some play. But yeah, if you guys don't want to risk, on the quarter century secret, I would go for the prismatic secret. Spending $1 on a playset is better than paying $3 on a playset if they were to take off. Gearsuit the Orcus Mech Knight I think is a good pickup. I did say it was a good pickup a couple market watches ago. It has been seeing an increase in play because of Arby's, I believe. That's the deck that was running it. We have 40 listings on the market right now. We have $13.32, $12.31, $13, $14, $15.29 on the first page. I think they run three of these in the RB deck, and I think also Orcus runs 3 of these in their deck too. So it has some versatility, and I think it could only increase in price. But how do you guys feel about Gearsuit the Orcus Mech Knight? We have Centurion Trudale, the collector rare, at 14 listings, and it looks like it's been increasing in price. We had it sitting at like $23-ish, $24-ish dollars, but right now we have a couple listings under the $30 price point. And then after that, we quickly go up to $33, $34, and then $40 on the first page. $45 right here. This could be because people might be thinking about mixing Centurions with Killer Tune. If you guys have seen any builds like that, let me know down below, but that's my speculation. Inferno Evil, we see it above market price, was around $30, now at $48.49 for the lowest listing. We're getting a new Shadow / Infernoid card, and I think it helps you search out an Infernoid monster or something like that. It does something with Infernoids. I can't really remember right now. The secret rare from Battles of Legend, Terminal Revenge, was sitting around like $3-ish, but now they're pushing up to $4, $5, $6-ish on the first page, so it's something to keep an eye out for. Vernicel of the Flourishing Hills. This one is an ultra rare from Power of Elements and never got reprinted. We had it sitting around like the $4 price point, but right now we have the lowest listing at $6, $7, $7.22, $7.25, and then $7.65 on the first page. If you guys have any information on why this one's going up, let me know down below. I think I saw a Dolce build, maybe in Genesis format, that text a Vernicel package. Maybe that's why it's going up. But that's the last deck I saw that was playing the Vernicel package. We saw the Memento Combined Creation, the big one, the effect monster, is getting reprinted in the Ready Collection 5 set. And so I wanted to take a look at some of the Memento monsters that did not get reprinted in the one of the Memento monsters that did not get reprinted in the, what was it? The recent quarter century, was it Stampede? I think it was in, where Bone Party and Anguish got reprinted in. We have Darkblade, the collector rare, only at 9 listings. We have the cheapest listing at $45. I have 2 copies listed at $53, but it's been on here for like the past when was it? For the past week, and no one has touched it. $54.58, $54.99, $60 on the first page, going up to $89. Do you guys think this card will see a decrease in price or increase in price? Let me know down below. I'm speculating that maybe this card is going to get reprinted in the Ready Collection 5 set along with the Memento Combined Creation. So that's why I decided to offload mine. Meanwhile, there's still some value for this card. Looks like the last sale on this was 12/3. That was like 7 days ago at $50. But yeah, no one has been touching these recently. I guess they're also speculating we might be getting a reprint for this in the Rarity Collection 5 set. Evil Hero Dusted Gold, the Core Century Secret Rare. Looks like we have it above market price. We had a market price of like $8.41, and now we have it at $12.54, $12.55. $13 going up to the $15 price point with only 25 listings on the market. I think this is the highest rarity of Dusted Gold we have available, and that's why it's going up. Stand Up Centurion, again, could be because of Killer Tune being paired with this. 6 listings on the market. We had this sitting around like $36-ish. Now we have the lowest listing at $45, $46, $48, $53, and then $70 at the bottom of the first page. If you guys just want access to the card, is this card going up too for its regular rarity? Wait, Stand Up Centurion. No, we have ultra rares. We have super rares available for my budget players. But yeah, the highest rarity is the one that's trending up in price. Malice and Underground. Highest rarity, Malice and Underground. Printing we have. Quarter Century used to be sitting around like the $53 price point. Now we have the lowest listing at $92, going up to $96, and then $132 with only 10 listings on the market. Definitely Malice stuff has been increasing in price recently. Link Kariba, the Core Century Secret Rare, has gone down in price. It saw an increase in price when it came off the ban list. It saw prices of as high as $32. Then settled around like the $20 price point. Right now we have listings at $13.98, $13.95, $15.58, and $17. Is Malice running Linkaribo? I don't remember if they run this. I know they run Linkaribo for sure, but I don't remember if builds run Linkaribo. I don't think they can. It's a level 1 monster, not a Cypress. Never mind, they don't run it. I think Yummy is able to run Linkaribo, right? Let me know down below what other deck besides Yummy runs Linkaribo. Sky Striker Mecha Hornet Drones, the collector rare. Looks like it's came down in price. I said it was a good pickup around the $15 price point. I still think it's a good pickup around the $15. I still think it was a good pickup around the $15 price point, even though we have this decrease in price. Right now it's at $10. The reason I say that is because I don't think, even if this card were to get reprinted in the legendary decks next year, they're not going to make, I don't think they're going to make it Starlight. They're probably just going to make it an ultra rare. I'm pretty sure they're saving the Starlight spot. Starlight Secret Rare spot for this. I mean, they're probably saving the Starlight Secret Rare spots for something else, not Hornet Drones. I'm pretty sure this collector rare is going to stay being the highest rarity for Hornet Drones. I could be wrong about that, and they do decide to reprint this as a Starlight, and then this card just tanks down even further in price. But I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go with my gut and say that they're not going to reprint this as Starlight. They're going to keep this as a collector rare being the highest rarity. So that's why I think it's going to be a good hold and going to increase back up in price. But I could be wrong too. Drew Rock Meteor. So we took a look at this a couple months ago. We saw that the Core Century and the Starlight Rare were up in price, and I said that the Platinum Secret looks like it was trending upwards, and it looks like it finally decided to go past the $1 price point, because it used to be sitting around like 45 cents and then 92 cents. Right now we have the lowest listing at $3, then go up to $4.50, $4.89, $4.90, and $4.95. This is basically a Starlight Rare. To me, Platinum Secret Rares basically look like Starlight Rares, so it's not, they look nice, they look shiny. We have the Starlight Rare right here, 7 listing, $23 still. We have the Core Century Secret Rare at 30 listings here. It looks like we have the lowest listing at $6.40, market price $10. Dual Terminals, 14 listings, basically like $5. And yeah, these Platinum Secret Rares used to be sitting under $1 and now are pushing up to the $3, $4, $5 price point. Definitely, if you guys pick those up early, you guys are winning now. So and Luna, the Core Century Secret Rare, 18 listings right now. I think this is because of the, damn, what is it? Enneacraft? Those flip effect machine looking things. I think that's what they're called, Enneacraft. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it comes out in the set with Killer 2 and then Hecka Hands. $5, $5.25, $6.95, $8. $8. This is a card that used to be sitting, like I think it was under $1 or at $1. It was considered bulk back then. Then we saw Mimigos try to use it. It didn't take off in Mimigos, if I'm not mistaken. It saw a decrease in price, and right now it's seeing another increase in price because of the Enneacraft archetype, the Flip Effect archetype that's coming out in Phantom Revenge. We'll see if it sticks this time though. DDD Dimensional King Arc Crisis, the Starlight Rare, looks like it's at 15 listings, going lower on listings. We have this at $18, $19, $18.50, $20 on the first page. I will keep an eye out on it, just because it is starting to go lower on listings. Revolution Synchron got reprinted in the Legendary 5Ds decks as a common, but this is the highest rarity, I believe. I believe this is a one-of in a strategy. Is it a one-of in a strategy? If you guys played the new Synchron deck, let me know down below. But yeah, it's at 16 listings right now. $37.95 is the lowest listing. Then we quickly go up to 50, and then 53.09, $54.95. A little history about this card. I actually thought Revolution Synchron was gonna like break the format back when it first came out in Duelist Nexus, and I ended up paying, I think it was like $50 to $60 for a secret rare. Per secret rare, I paid like $120 for a playset of this card, because I thought it was gonna be a really good, meta changing card. I was gonna play it in like Lightsworn with tier elements, and I guess it never really took off. It did its thing in my deck, but it never really took off. Like, no one really said, oh, Revolution Synchron is broken. But yeah, that's some history behind this card. I paid like $50 to $60 for this, and I ended up selling those secret rares for like, what, $3, $4 a while back? Yeah, sometimes we lose money on this too. But see, that's what happens. When I pick up cards, sometimes I pick them up just to be able to play, so I don't really care about like losing the money on those Revolution Synchrons. It was just one of those cards I really wanted to play in my deck, and that's the price it was at. And yeah, just decided to go down. It never really took off. Emilia, Dance Priestess of Necros, Starlight Rare, looks like it is going lower on listings. We have 17 listings for this card. We had it sitting around like 22, 23, so it's been steadily going up. Right now we have $25, and then $26.89, $26.90, going up to $30, $30.89, and then $32.25 on the first page. Let's take a look at its affordable rarity and see if that's seeing any movement on the market too. We have the Secret Rare from Battles of Legend. This one looks like it has gone down in price. Had it sitting at $6, now at $4, $3-ish. So this one actually has seen a price decrease, but this one looks like it's been trending upwards. So the Starlight upwards, and then this one decrease. Interesting. RB Shepherd's Crook, I think, is a good pickup. We have this sitting at 20 listings, $11.50, $12.02, $12.50, $13, and then $12 on the first page. The reason I think it's a good pickup because I've been seeing a popularity of like RB decks being built, and they surprisingly have gotten a couple tops at events. In the past, RB cards started off low and have gone up in price. This one is a new card from Doom and Dimension, so it started off pretty low. It started off at like the $6 price point, then went up to $10, right now at $12. But I could see this continue to increase, maybe even double in price. How do you guys feel about RB Shepherd's Crook? Comment down below. And the last card on today's Market Watch is going to be Clockwork Knight, the Core Century Secret Rare. I think this is a good pickup, just because it was sitting around the $14 price point, and we have it currently at the $8 price point, so it kind of got slashed in half. Yeah, it got slashed in half, and I think the lowest this card has been $6, so we're kind of at the lowest. We're kind of close to the lowest price point it was at. $7, $8. You're not paying too much of a premium for it. This card could go back up again just because Arby's, I think, used a Clockwork Knight and are able to grab this. Crystron is able to use Clockwork Knight, the Link Monster, and grab this too. Cyber Dragons, I use Clockwork Knight in my Cyber Dragon build, and I'm able to grab this. I think it's gonna see an increase in price later on in the future. But let me know how you guys feel about it down below in the comments. That's going to be it for today's Market Watch. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X at Return of Chance. This is Ricky572, and we'll see you guys next time.